1 second.
Minute and a half.
I wrote for the predictions. I can get most replays and the red keys, the red key count.
Okay.
Can you do top three leadable points?
Sorry, I'm busy with challenges at the
I
moment.
already told Rodin how I want
okay.
the keys and some of that prediction stuff to be measured, by the way.
Okay.
So I think just let Rodin do it just in case.
Okay.
You can play that.
But
Just
stuff
needed for that
like
one?
idle stuff like what's in summary / intro at the top here, that's what I need updated.
Okay, cool. Let me do that.
I need that. That one gets double checked immediately because it's the first thing we talk about. But in 30 seconds, I'll be doing a few things, then I'll read off some chat messages to you.
Alright, I can do chat messages.
Yep.
My strats should be around that too. Oh my god.
I mean, I am wondering what they're doing though. It's like
Yeah, with the finesse like that, like
I don't know.
it's gotta be two different runs. But I'm really only in on it to beat JVC.
True.
All right.
Yet he's
last
at a
update.
49.
Crazy how easy it is to beat JVC these days.
Last update taking a little longer. Okay. Save that. Close.
That was a very stressful week.
Oh my god. Dude, oh. I need a blood pressure cuff. I swear to god. Oh man.
Let me go through an update this summary.
Yeah. I'm gonna start reading some chat message counts. I'm going
I'll
from
do
right
that.
to left. Team No
Right
V
to left.
ceilings has 1293.
Okay.
Family has 861. No U is 627. Simon 1585. Double S7 1529. Mongooses 1627.
I'm scared to see what halftime dusters is at
Halftime
now.
Dusters 4553. That went up by at least 1,000
45-53,
recently.
right?
4553. Dust Fellas 727.
Nice.
Steve 1083. Make a Wish 1210. Carpal 1090. 1090.
The total message count this week is 16,185.
Whoa, I wasn't gonna say that aloud yet, but
Oh, oops.
I was gonna let them do the math themselves for fun.
Oops.
That's fine.
You guys
Oh,
didn't
well.
hear me.
No,
Only
it's
Zonda
fine.
heard me.
It's just a joke. It'd be funny
Alright,
to
let me
let
go.
them worry a little bit. But we'll repeat some of that stuff later anyway. But you can also fill that in on the bottom. Either way, I need those nice stats updated.
Woo.
For the time being, the predictions are gonna make it close. So everybody right now has a perfect score on predictions because that'll be scored after we see the results of the week. I'm gonna keep the suspense high. I technically could score it now, I guess, but I gotta keep you guys watching, right? Until then, Make-A-Wish does have the lead, but it's only a 3-point lead in week 2 over 2 other teams. So predictions could make the difference. Also, an overall summary: Carpal Tunnel retains the overall lead by 3 points. So this has gone back and forth a bit between Carpal Tunnel and Simon is Handsome. So strong going into the final week. Simon is Handsome catching up slowly. I mean, it was close anyway, but actually no, it was they tied in points, so they're not even catching up. They're just keeping it the same. Make-A-Wish catching up though in striking distance, but everything's worth a lot more at week 3, so a lot of teams are in striking distance. Let me double check. I gotta post one more thing. There. All right. Let's talk about what happened stats wise this week. We had 14 people that went perfect on red keys. There were a lot of red keys earned, in fact. Some pretty common ones. 27 on the highest. 26 on this other one. Worth is Handsome looking like the most balanced keys. We have so out of the 14 people that went perfect on week 2 red keys, 10 of them are still overall perfect on red keys. That includes Arb, Cow, Idol, Magma Peach, Maso, Sheila, Nighthawk, Uckies, Camel, and No Face. And people can also earn keys after the fact, so you know, feel free to do that if you really want, even when the week is over. On the levels themselves, looks like we have some man dominance again. But Worth finally got a world record. Somehow it happened. Worth got a record. It was on. Was it Worth is Handsome?
No.
Oh,
It was
no,
on
it's
Steve.
Donor
It was on
Steve.
Steve.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
Yep. Yeah, some of these went back and forth actually. Worth had a really high shot on a lot of these. You know, Worth in the top 5 on all of them. So it was close. Quite a toss-up. Pretty interesting, but looking real good for the man plus girl predictors in the overall predictions. There are a couple people that went perfect on scores, both from Simon is Handsome, Uckies, and Alex. Again, Uckies dominating the man leaderboards. Got 3 out of the records. The other one from Nighthawk. So Nighthawk with an overall world record as well on Worth is Handsome. Both Cow and Sheila got 14 points on Kid.
Yo, let's go, Cow.
Yeah, and Magma Peach and Idol
my
also
goat.
shared 14 points on Worth. So contested fairly evenly between both of those players both times. And then a few people in the 12s. Epon with the solid week is Worth, 12 points. And Maso and Arb with 12 as man. Very highly contested man leaderboard.
Once again. Oh man.
And one level had all 4 characters in Worth in top 10. That's Worth is Handsome. All right. Give me a moment. I got some bounty stuff to talk about. All right. So some of you may remember our wonderful bounty. I should get chat up as well. Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, so our bounty had 2 sections this time. You can see the results here. So 2A is the scavenger hunt. I should write that down. And 2B is the Sour Please All-Star. Both very entertaining to watch again. We had a strong performance from Halftime Dusters, who, much against the adversity of Discord going down in the middle of their scavenger hunt, they still managed to win. So maybe it was even a buff that they got like 2 extra minutes. But even considering that, they basically did nothing in the extra time, so they still outskilled everybody when it came to finding things. So good job to Halftime Dusters in the scavenger hunt. They had to put up with the Discord going down for like half an hour, so we had to give it to them, you know. And Ucky's with a really strong Sour Please run. We're gonna watch some of that stuff, and I have some stats to show off too. Alright, in the scavenger hunt, this isn't gonna be pretty to look at, but you know, here it is. This in columns A and E here, this is how many teams got it correct. So there are 2 teams that got the door question correct. One of which was Dust Fellas, and they actually counted. The other one was Steve and Issa guessed. So 1 good guesser, 1 good counter. But it turns out Dust Force players not really that good at counting under pressure. Not very good when it comes to counting turtles. There are 4 of them. Nobody got that right. Only 3 teams got the street lamps and city lights right. A lot of teams missed the one by the apple, or couldn't even find city lights. Almost everybody knew who the Colonel is. It's Camel. 1 team did not know. Plenty of variety in terms of who got what right as well. Some questions, 4 of them nobody got correct, including where Otter Cave is. I don't think even, you know, that one was one of the hardest. True Knowledge of the Universe, that one's one of the hardest. I thought someone would get the turtle question right. Only 1 team got the number of tires correct in Tire Museum too. So pretty tough. But it was supposed to be tough, and we saw a lot of good variants. A little bit less variance in the goals, except for the first one, which, you know, 5 teams out of 11 got. You know, only half. Only 5 of them actually split it up or committed hard enough to the 5-point question, 5-point goal. That was a big difference maker. Nobody got Urban Undergrowth low percent in the time limit. That was definitely one of the hardest one. And every other goal had at least 8 teams do it. It was fairly spread out. But we did have every team did Hit an Apple and Pokermans. So now we know what the popular plugins are based off this, clearly. One team got the Zetra score wrong by 50,000. They typed it in wrong. What other fun wrong answers were there? The same team remembered Wonder of Blue incorrectly. They wrote down Memories of Blue. What else? A lot of map makers didn't remember things in their own maps. There are a few that did, like snakes. They remembered the snake secret. But some map makers they're gonna have to remember their own maps. But yeah, pretty fun bounty right there. I am gonna have some replays to watch. Here's a Skyhawk no air charge. This was one of the bounty goals. So in Virus Coil, all of the big prisms are connected to the end trigger, and it ends up being a little bit of a puzzle to figure out. Skyhawk barely able to get it from the right side. Another way to do it is grinding for super. We had another one that was performed right at the buzzer. Not Jake, with the timer on the clock. That's definitely the right way to say it. With, you know, with the clock timer running down, managed to get this at the buzzer. Well earned 1 point. Completed the replay with seconds to spare. That ended up leading to them getting 3rd place. Would have gone 4th place otherwise. Big team points. What one's next? Next we have our other half of the plugin, or of the plugin, the bounty. This one was also really fun to watch. So JVC, representing Halftime Dusters, got a pretty good time on Sour Please. We have 4 players that he's controlling all at the same time with the same inputs. JVC ended up getting 4th place here. We're gonna watch the top 4 runs. Managing to separate at the end. Barely getting it before Worth dies. Let's see that one again.
My God. We saw a couple of
see how
times
close
in
this
bounties
was.
that failing a run like this can mean, you know, multiple minutes lost too.
So dashed there. About 0.1 away from Worth falling into the spikes. Yeah, very lucky they were all still on screen. We had a solid run from Skyhawk, who unfortunately did get it, but with the editor flag on. With
Tragedy.
An unfortunate mishap. Could have gotten first with a different run, but I wouldn't have been able to show it, so. Despite that, still getting 3rd place, so didn't miss out on much. But, you know, sometimes that stuff happens. Still, clutching it out. Very spooky runs. Another good showing from Not Jake. Got 2nd place for Dust Bellows with this one.
This one was really funny because everybody in the peanut gallery was looking away from the screen, and we all looked down and were like, wait, why is there an SS there?
Jake got this in 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Kid barely landing on the platform here. But outdone by Uckies, who has a script crash. Script error. Can only watch so many of these. One moment. Let's try that again. See if Uckies crashes the game. Now there is actually a multiplayer bug with DLC script kind of stuff. We'll see if that just happens. Yeah. Alright, well, the VOD of Uckies' run is up. So unfortunately no no Uckies replay. But the VOD exists. But getting it only 4 seconds faster than Jake did, 5:44. Yeah, we don't tend to use the multiplayer stuff with the DLC script for reasons like that. Almost got away with it too. I think we're getting into the levels then. Yep. Alright. Over to Wawa Woods. And let me make sure I got all the stuff ready. Alright, Wawa Woods, the level from Make-A-Wish. Had quite a few challenges on it too. This was the level, I think this one had the second most red keys, unless that just changed. Looking at the stats here. Rodent or Idle around, looking at this too. You looking at this?
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
double check that.
Another thing that would help, just so you know, we're not gonna do anything with it now, but the total number of people, like cumulative, for the lower key, just so you know.
Okay.
Just, you know, remembering that. Alright, well, we're gonna start off with Kid. Let's see here. Any Kid challenges? There weren't many normal challenges. Those are in the list, right? Okay, I see. We're gonna see quite a lot of variety in our replays this week. We'll see how many
I'm sure
teams
that's
do similar
understanding.
things. First difference right there, basically coming out even.
I'm surprised that comes out even for kids personally, but
Well, it's an execution thing too.
yeah, true.
Dill switching over to kid this week. Didn't like it, what is what I heard.
What you heard might be right.
Never again, perhaps.
Yeah, Kid would have been pretty unenjoyable this week, I think.
As opposed to the other weeks where all the maps are very kid friendly.
Yeah, I don't know about this week being the driving force here. We have a frame tie between Conscious and Hammy, I think I saw. 1 point difference between those. And it comes down to that heavy, perhaps.
Oh my god, you can hit that heavy on Kid? That's insane.
Yep, frame tie. 2 places on Kid overall. Wow. It can go like that sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, DLC is the rare time where frame ties are not encouraged. A lot of people like frame ties at other times.
Close one.
How much faster underneath? Showing you probably don't need the extra height for a better boost.
Sheila?
What is this?
Pretty even with Cow in the middle.
Yo, this route though?
That's much better. Big chunk of the
Holy
time saved
shit.
after that final little wall.
Sick.
Interesting.
I mean, surely that's not faster on any other characters, though, right?
I don't know, man. I never looked at this with Kid.
Shattuck's getting an extra point here. In the top 8 for girls. Relatable. Wasn't ready for the boost. Wazzy a little bit lower on the leaderboards this week. Might not have as much time. Also a week that takes a lot of routing skill. It always depends on the maps. And Pacifist does encourage certain kinds of maps sometimes.
Certain kinds of maps, he says.
Yeah.
Avenged has a lot of things to say about those kinds of
Yeah,
maps.
you mean bad maps?
Hey, it's a classic.
Yeah.
And you know
that
what?
field
You know what's
gets them
also
bad most
classic?
of the time.
Bad maps. And grinding them.
You see, the strat where you beat the Quill in the beginning, exactly why this map is really annoying.
Yeah, I don't think Camel understood that. He told me it would be fine. And I didn't try it.
It's like almost fine.
We found it like day one, and me and Hammy just decided it was bad.
It's fine on man. I'll give it that.
Well, to be fair, when I saw you playing it then, you were always jumping really early, which meant that you were getting bad friction on your jump squat. You got extra friction, so it'd be much harder for you.
Fair.
But I just couldn't say anything. You know, too much integrity.
Yeah.
Multiple people were doing that up, Eddie. Not just a kid strat.
Ooh, that's a fast.
Oh, the ending. That's unfortunate.
Tough spacing.
Yeah.
Getting into some pretty competitive times. Now there's something a little different.
Ooh,
Oh.
that was sick.
Yeah, I could have just done that the entire time.
Possible preview of some lucky secret strats. Losing some time there, but got the boost. Sneaks ahead real quick.
Yeah, actually, that
Almost
starts
tragic.
fire. What the?
Ouija, I think with Ouija had 4th overall on this. Looks like.
I think Ouija let us play this map more than I played all the rest of the maps put together.
It is a very Ouija-esque map. Whoa, hello.
Oh, what's so sick?
I promise I tested that and thought it was slower. Maybe I messed up. I don't know.
No, because I was thinking that that boost setup into that super would be fast if you could somehow set it up. But I didn't see any way to set that
It is.
up
Yeah,
reasonably.
okay. I thought it was slower too, Okies. It did. I did try it, and like I was kind of sad because it's a pretty sick strat too.
I'm sure we'll still see some variety,
Yeah.
but it's out there. Camel did claim to have multiple available supers. And there was one that was much worse than that at one time. Can we see it again without
I don't-
ghosts? I'm sure we'll see
one
something
worth
similar in the
looking.
man stuff when we get there. And if not, we'll check it out again.
Oh, that boost at the end.
Ending boost kind of just shot him ahead there.
Yeah, I heard several times from No Face that started to really annoy me.
Much better ending from No Face. Except for the actual ending.
I can't believe I missed the ceiling cancel strat.
More fighting
Yeah.
mongoose strats. We'll see what Quantum does. Same team as Ouija.
The starting strat's for sure kind of annoying because you have to cancel out your horizontal speed, of course. But
Yeah.
Another one doing
Doable.
that.
You probably just hold up left during the heavy, right, or something like that.
You
with the
basically
strong weakest stage.
pre-hold left on your first jump, and then you do the heavy, and then you hold left while doing the heavy. You kind of have to spread it out to not lose time.
Oh, you really have to kill that much speed, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
You
I
found
mean, well,
also
I'm
doing
sure
this
Taz can do it better. But...
Maybe. I didn't have time to fully test stuff this week, unfortunately. I do have a few special ones, but not the standard set of SS's.
Yeah, fair enough.
Skip over non-worst player Camel. Probably just showing strats with sharing strats with items.
The corner boosts are super nice with Worth on this level.
Absolutely. Oh, there's Magma Piece with that, Oh, maybe that strat probably makes a lot
Oh,
more
maybe
sense.
with Worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot smoother. With Man, you have to slow down a lot, so...
Yeah, well, it's just moving up takes so long, right?
And you get caught in the dust locks as well, so...
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's faster. Yeah, after seeing that, it certainly makes sense that it would be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it must be. Well, I don't know.
Maybe, I mean, comparable. but-
Idle took over a 15.8 run, and then she used that ending at the end of it and got a 15.3.
Okay,
Okay.
well...
Yeah.
So I think it's faster.
And this Uki's run was world record for a small amount of time.
Yeah, and then Uki's bopped himself.
Yeah.
Going his own way.
Yeah. Probably good.
Let's watch that one more time.
Yeah, because I mean, going up that whole like loop to loop, of course, would be slow. But
JBC, what is this replay you linked? I can't really tell what it is without opening it. I don't know when to play it.
looks like, oh, it's his strats for Wawa.
What character?
Man.
Alright, I'll show it later.
Man. Okay,
It's man time.
it is. He said it's about a 16. So.
Yeah. Alright, good little baseline replay right there.
Oh, the end
You
boost.
get your strats.
Sadness on the end boost though. That happens so much with man and girl.
I was looking into going through this little tunnel at the bottom here.
Ooh.
That could have been cool.
What, like for the SS? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Somehow do like a super and then go underneath. I don't know.
I looked at it and I'm like, you still have to deal with the room right above it too. It's just like, eh.
Yeah. But it
Dude,
would've been
that's
cool.
yeah, that 230 room really spoiled a lot of the more interesting stuff that could have been here. But
Yeah.
JVC going his
what
own way.
is
Sorry.
what is he doing, dude?
Why is he ahead?
I mean, they're good strats, I think.
I mean, they were. It just looked insane.
Oh, that's
Well,
sick.
this would only be 7th.
Okay, well,
So why is he ahead doesn't apply to every remaining replay. Sunny also fighting Magus.
went for the strat, yeah.
Now, as some of you may have noticed, there are a few placements of enemies in this level that limit where you can super. In particular, this pork up here prevents what could be a much worse super to grind. Kind of similar to what some of you might be thinking.
Oh, do you think the corner boost is faster for man?
I tried with and without it, and I was getting runs better with the corner boost, but I never actually tested at the time. So
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I think it just kind of like enables a slightly better slam boost, which maybe at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Why does the JVC ghost just desync? That's so weird.
I don't
Frame
know. Was it a wait? Was that a was that a frame advance replay,
Yeah,
JVC?
not a legit replay.
Ah, okay.
That's why he linked it to me.
I see.
He's not over here.
Oh, you know what? Good point. he would just show up on the leaderboard.
Camel the map maker.
That's a start.
Stressed as soon as Aki's got that hour 1 run. Ended up claiming to find it. You know, finally found the strat. But does Aki's even do anything different? Other than the start.
Yeah, the start's really nice, and then hand gap, maybe. Who knows? I guess there's that. Yeah, there's that heavy too, which I just never got around to actually doing.
Yeah, I'm glad Dello asked me to test his worth route because he was actually doing that heavy and I was not. And it saves a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
time.
it's like 0.1 or something. It's
Yeah, it's a lot.
it's a lot more than it would look like anyway.
Mm.
I forgot to grind it, says Dello.
Yeah, sure, man.
He's just looking out for you.
Yeah, really fun map. I dare say the only fun map of the week.
I disagree.
How many
No,
task
yeah.
replays are going to be published, Arb, on any of these maps?
Not many. So the only reason I did this one was because JVC told me to, and this is for the any %.
There was a
which-
task 80% challenge. We might as well watch
so-
that next.
Let's go through those before we're doing mine, and then
Yep.
we can compare, I guess.
Yeah, you would have won. Spoilers.
Okay.
Really?
What? Ghost is gonna be off
10
because
minute
he's gonna
Arccast, let's go.
No, dude, like, No Face told me that, like, JVC told him that he was having a hard time with the task here. And I'm like, dude, this is literally a boost map. What are we doing?
So there's a purple flag right here at the ending. And then when you die, it, you know, resets the level. So it's a 7.683 from Yoko Creeks. We have a Dawn to Dusk replay. .966. I Heart Cake with the replay here. 6.566. Quite a dash jump at the end. And JVC with the win.
I'm sorry, what?
Yo, this is coming a long way from the access test, dude.
Yeah, 2-frame win.
Hey.
6.533. Let's see that one again, and then let's watch Arb's replay. Pretty similar stuff, but I mean, if you're trying to task something simple, that's what we're looking at.
Why did you have to like hold back for a frame at the start, or what?
Just get a better boost.
Yeah, I was
Where
gonna
did
say,
that-
I feel
yeah.
like jumping at the start had to be fast.
They had like 0.1 or something. It was a lot. It was a lot.
That's all there is to it. Just jump into the ceiling, get more speed.
Just
Yeah.
just get a better boost, dude.
The ghosts really break if there's only boosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
can. All right, plenty of other challenges here. Let's see what we want to pick out. There's low jump. Man SS low jump. Between 3 players, including Avenged, Dill, and JVC.
Wait, was it heavy
Also
in it?
had heavy in on this one.
I don't think
Heavy had a
ever did.
42. We gotta watch that.
Oh, well, if Heavy's in it, that's got to be added to the list here. And check that it's in the challenges.
Kept trying to tap left or right into space.
Oh, what
I see.
the?
So I thought
Huh.
heavy was in it.
Hello.
Were you joining the shit talk? Is that what you're doing?
I don't know. My mic is weakened.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hi, JVC.
Hey, cutie.
Is Heavy in the
Don't
challenge?
worry, I won by more
I'm
at the
watching
end, just for
replays.
you.
I can't verify
Thank you,
any
thank
of this.
Yeah, I see him as accepted in the challenge page.
Okay. Well, I'm talking
He
about
went
the sheet,
over this
by the
guy.
way, because I don't know if you
I mean,
guys have
bro.
points for it.
Yeah, I'll check 1 second.
What on earth?
Oh, is this
Yeah,
super
I'm waiting
list?
for Rhoda
Is
to
this re-
confirm.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in the sheet.
All right.
This looks a lot like a first run. I'm not
It really
gonna lie.
does.
What makes you say that?
I don't know, man. Just a little, just some
Just a
subtle
feeling?
things. Just some
Yeah.
subtle things.
You know, if there's just some stuff.
There's
about
some subtle clues, you know.
Hey, you know.
Did Heavy SS the map normally?
I don't know.
I'd be
I
surprised.
gotta see what you guys are doing, you actual degenerates.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god, you are doing the start.
Dill's got some
Damn.
strats. Wait, what the
mean,
heck?
that's
You're
literally just a-
throwing.
Dude,
You're
I don't know.
tossing.
Dude, I don't know
You're
this.
tossing, bro. You're tossing.
Am I gonna be
What
mad
are
when I
you
watch your
doing?
replay?
You're
How do you not
throwing.
know?
Oh my god, you're actually throwing.
Dude, you're so stupid. Shut up. I know you're trolling, bro.
Hard throwing. You're hard throwing.
You're actually throwing so hard. How do you have that time with those strats?
But you're only 0.4 faster. What?
JVC with
I
the
actually
point.
had a hard time beating Dill on the challenge, TBH.
Standing still at the top left there.
I'm so far behind, and then this guy just throws it all away.
It's easy.
Wait, you're cheating.
It's even right here.
Wait, where did he throw it away?
On the skill, probably.
Oh my
On the route if
God,
you watch the
dude.
replay, but you probably weren't
Alright.
paying attention.
Did you see
Oh,
that ground boost was disgusting?
That
It
end
had
is
to be,
really
like,
good.
max height.
That end was not as good as just getting a good enough boost to make it to the ceiling, but that strat was cringe.
Making it to that ceiling actually just made me like stop playing it. Not gonna lie,
It's really bad.
it wasn't fun anymore.
But yeah, you could just boost well enough to just get up to that ceiling with no jumps, and it was not a fun experience.
Could you even get a boost off of it though without any jumps?
But you could dash off of it to just like go through, but like you just run in the
Oh,
corner,
okay. Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
just air dash up heavy, and then you get the slant.
Yeah, and then do the slant boost. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably need to up dash that, huh? That's.
I don't think you did. You just needed a really nasty boost.
I see.
Oh, and then on this one, not Jake and I were like accusing Kyle of bullshit for a while, and then I realized I was just dumb.
Yeah, low percent.
For the longest time, I was convinced that Kyle was shooting this gap because it is really close to being possible.
I'm actually not even sure what Cal did here. I honestly, I didn't even know he was in this challenge.
Well, you put up a really like solid time really quickly, and I just immediately assumed, okay, Cal either shot this first gap or dust block dwarfed, and I was like, I do not want to do that.
I was trying to get Hammy to Dust Blood first because I thought Cal might go for it. But...
He does! No,
Oh my
Cal!
God,
You're
that
a
was
rat! You're such a
hilarious.
rat! You're actually such a rat, Cal! Oh my god, I'm mad.
Let's go, Cal.
Let's go,
Fucking
Cal.
mad. I knew he was doing bullshit. I fucking knew it.
Oh, that's
Don't
so
worry,
funny.
Jake. I destroyed this kid for us.
That's so funny, dude.
He is such a rat. He's
that's quite a
such a
boost.
rat.
That's a cool ending.
That's so funny, dude. Oh my.
I was immediately just so off put. I was like, how did Cal get such a good time? Like, what?
Oh
And my
man.
two thoughts was shooting that first gap or doing the dust leg door.
Dude, it's a Cal replay. You should know that if there was a possibility of a dwarf
Oh
being
my
best, he would just
God.
go for it.
Both of those boosts, man.
That looked cool.
That
Okay, I
ceiling
think-
boost at the end was disgusting.
Yeah, I think if you combine Camel and my ending, it's actually like a 10. Because I could get an 11-2 with my strats. I just fucked up the ending.
Throw in the dust
But what
block.
if you do a job?
True.
I'm saying,
with-
dude.
yeah.
Get like a sub
True.
there, then.
Let's check out some broom.
Well, this is the real hype, though.
Oh,
This
let's
is the real
go.
hype.
Oh god.
Actually running
dude.
kind of smoothly for me.
I can't believe we haven't seen a broom one until now.
Dude, every level looks like downhill when I'm looking at Broom.
It really
I
does.
know, right?
The Mirror's Edge squad suggesting a room challenge to the pack.
Oh, that's the ending? Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea.
They
I
were
was
so
alright.
far.
I could only tell because I could see the super.
Well, you know, that's what it looks like to them. Let's turn that off and just see what it looks like for real.
Apparently, someone was playing Broom with Chaos plugin during the week, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Goose,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he destroyed his Nexus for the bounty.
Kind of want to see that, yeah.
Apparently, anytime you have the zip, you just get jump scared by a giant blue wall.
Alright, here is Issa's replay as it was normally.
I mean, couldn't we
Ooh,
tell?
another corner.
Like,
All right. I mean, I'm legitimately impressed with literally any replay from Broom. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how. Yeah. Like even after watching Doug just be an absolute madman playing this plugin,
Ooh,
like
big broom boost from Rexy.
Yeah.
Yo, what?
wait, what are these strats? He's actually zooming, dude.
What the heck?
Okay, that was
Where does Rexy lose the time?
that was interesting.
Got caught in the corner a bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wyvry beat this? Wyvry's too good.
And saving 5 frames.
Yo. Where'd she save the time here though, dude?
It's gotta be the end.
This is crazy.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, and this
Yep,
boost.
all
Okay.
right there.
It wasn't really the end.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay.
It was all in the boost.
Crazy boosts.
Now, he's actually double dipping a bit on Broom and Blindfold on this level.
Wyvry also celebrating a birthday.
Hey,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
This is a blindfold run.
Ooh. Some thinking time.
This probably helped the Broom run a lot,
Yes.
honestly.
Oh yeah, it must have.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was
Or at least it
backwards
could
order.
have.
It could have.
I don't
Oh,
think
it was
it
Broom
really
Burst then.
Yeah.
resulted in that much though.
I see.
Can't see the dust combo or anything like that. You just gotta trust. Not super here. Probably not going to the top. Oh no.
Alright.
We don't need super here.
Shit, nice.
Yeah. Impressive just to get SS.
Yeah.
But back doing even more work. Really labbing it out. How much time did Back spend on this week? Do you think? How many hours?
I forget, TBH. Some.
2.
But back to the goat, so he didn't need any.
2 hours.
A couple minutes is all it took back to get this. Because he's the goat.
Yeah, only took 5 minutes.
Only took half a minute.
Hours later.
Only half a minute. What other plugins do we have? Fast SS.
No seeing eye.
Yeah,
I mean,
getting more level names wrong.
That's accurate.
I mean,
yeah.
that one's fair though because that was a
Yeah.
blindfold challenge.
That was
No
a hard
face and
map,
Savage
yeah.
going pretty fast.
I still
Going back
can't
and
believe
forth
those
quite a lot.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh my god.
Yo, let's go!
God.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is smooth, dude.
Surprisingly
What?
good level for fast.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hey.
whoa.
Oh, that's sick.
That's crazy.
And only a 2
Yeah,
frame
that was
difference
so smooth.
Was it actually only a 2 frame difference?
between these.
Oh yeah,
things.
that's right.
Crazy.
But like.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh.
What is happening, dude?
Oh shit.
A tad distracted
Damn.
with another plugin.
Butter Steeds.
Shit.
Actually looks kind of enjoyable for a fast plugin run.
Well played, Savade. Well played.
Yo, this start is actually nuts. What is happening, dude?
That's so sick.
I was kind of looking at that too, but it was a little bit too crazy. I was like, I need something more consistent.
Meanwhile, on Steve.
Yeah.
Bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there though.
Dude, yeah, that's a journey.
Definitely my biggest L of the week.
I don't know
worry.
about that. It might be a
No-Face
W.
lost just as hard by playing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but I played it too. It wasn't like I wasn't playing it. I just never PV'd. I didn't. I never completed it.
Anyway, one more map before that.
Yeah.
Best map of the week?
Map of the
Yeah.
week
Honestly,
right here.
I stand by it. I actually love this map.
I love this
Really?
random map of DLC 8 right here.
With ARB strats, this map is so fun.
I'm glad
Let
somebody found
me
some
see
stuff.
here. There are a few challenges. Do we want to see the normal replays or the challenges first?
Let's start challenges.
Right.
Yeah.
There was the first thing that happened was a no direction challenge between
Okay.
A Boss and Avenged Ruler. Whoever could get the SS on this level first, no directions, would be the winner. And this is pretty tough if any of you haven't seen this level before. This is what happens to you. You gotta dodge this worth.
Yeah, this is certainly a map for no direction.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys did this in whatever amount of time you had. This is absurd.
This took me like 15 minutes.
That's crazy.
I'm not sure I could have. I'm not sure I could have done this in an hour, dude.
Yeah.
Same. This is
Showing
one of those that
that
I would
there
have
are
been
ways to
here
get work
for
stuck.
hours still flailing.
Somehow desyncing looks like
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
rare.
Rip.
That's actually really rare. Yeah.
We'll see if
Oh,
that
well,
happens again.
Was that a desync?
Yeah, ZSA. Could be an operating system thing because it did look
maybe,
like it might
yeah.
have been close.
Oh yeah, that was an attack, right? Good old Linux hitboxes.
Which
serious,
OS
and I
is
remember
ABOS
it.
on? Do we know?
No idea.
Thought he was on Mac.
No, I mean if it's Mac, then that's my that's my possible.
There's nothing wrong with Mac
takeaway.
OS.
I mean, not really, but like for the purposes of
Oh no,
Dust
there's plenty wrong. There's plenty wrong.
I mean, there's a lot wrong with Windows too. So
Yeah, well, that's fair.
That run was so
this challenge
serious,
was
and I
nice.
remember it being.
Yeah, the ending was clutch.
it probably is Camel, but like I feel like replays would break if we tried to do it at this point. So
Yeah. It's also so rarely relevant.
yeah, it is really rare.
Alright.
You have to really be pushing. You have to really be pushing stuff.
Another very fun thing that happened right after this was the release of Light Macro. This is a plugin
yeah,
I've been
wow, that
sitting
was
on
fun.
for quite a while. Because it's not good.
The release of the biggest abomination.
And if you don't know what it is,
Why?
it's just heavy macro, but with light. It can't be that bad, right?
Oh god.
Then there was a challenge: who could just beat the level with light macro? First person to just beat the level. And let's watch some of the struggles, perhaps. So Kid affected the worst by this because lights are so small and fast. Really getting bullied by Worth here.
Super farming strat.
Yeah, super farming. Valid strat. You can't normally get super in this level, but if you do super, you actually do not hit the work.
Oh really?
Yep. Unfortunately, missing the actual required super, and at this time, true noob, you know, kinda in a predicament. We're gonna speed up some of these lights. I guess that doesn't work.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
we won't do that. Well, let's see how
Or
many
that
more
just
replays break.
It would be fitting for this one to be the one with the most broken replays. This or Steve.
Yeah. I didn't need to change anything. Well, Steve probably won't have broken replays.
Oh no, Face. If you do try it, please try it. I want to see this.
I see him matching jump speed.
Dude, I didn't know how to get out.
This is
'Cause up till
people's
this
first
point, I had
experience
assumed-
with light macro ever, by the way.
Yeah, at this point, basically my assumption was only jump worked and nothing else did. So I didn't know you could dash out of that gap.
Yeah, we'll see what skilled players with light macro do soon enough.
Oh boy.
I will say if you have heavy macro experience, yeah,
It doesn't really
helps a bit. No, it actually does.
Okay. It helps some.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game knowledge.
Hey.
But it just gets more degenerate.
No, it
Ben's
doesn't.
remembering
Camel.
that he left some dust. Was not actually done yet.
Yeah, I remember calling out done there,
Yeah.
and then realizing I wasn't done.
Yeah. Hit in a little bit more by your input display than mine. There it is.
It was fine.
Cow doing one for fun.
Yeah, whenever something terrible is being grinded in general VC, Cow is just like, ooh, that sounds terrible, I want in.
Also, Avenged did actually complete it first, by the way. I played them in the wrong order. Avenged won the challenge, got first. Camel got second here with this run. And Civ8 also has the replay. That's a little bit faster. Might as well show it as well.
Camel got faked first for a bit. Or he broke the dust first.
That was legit, dude. That was as legit as it gets. That wasn't cheated at all.
Yeah, forgot that he accidentally removed Dustworth in editor. And then when I looked over, I was like, "Where's Dustworth? Dustworth? I don't know."
You didn't have an editor flag though, which is the most confusing part.
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, no, he didn't have
just
one.
saved over it.
Oh, I see.
That's why when it loaded, it looked okay. But not legit on Dustkid.
Yeah, that dust block is surprisingly hard to hit, even as Dustworth.
Everything's surprisingly hard.
So some common
Surprisingly
strats
hard
are
to
do a
move.
downlight that lets you buffer jump because a grounded downlight gets you stuck in a recoil. You can't just immediately cancel that with another light, which is very convenient for light macro users because they don't actually want to be lighting all the time. Sometimes they want to move too.
Yeah, you do in fact need to be doing something else other than lighting.
Hi, you can
at
just
some
lie.
point. You know, it's funny because Zonda was trying to scare us so hard with this challenge. He's like, you know, I want to know up front if, you know, we're doing ordered or if, you know, when people give up, just everybody gives up.
Yeah, I was trying
And then
to bait people into giving up because, I mean, it could have happened. It could have been way worse.
Yeah, so I was thinking in my head when this challenge started, like, okay, the joke is you literally can't do anything, where it's just gonna hit you around the entire time.
And it's pretty much just downlight and then jump.
Yeah.
And then don't hit the Dustworth yourself. Because if you hit Dustworth, it's gonna... Pacifist's gonna take over.
Yep, it certainly is.
That's our light macro replays for this level. We'll get a few more. We also have one more challenge, which is a pretty unique one. A combination of no clip and infinite air charges.
Oh, hell yeah.
And there are a few people that were looking into fast no clip infinite air charges after this too.
Boy.
Two
Yeah,
pretty
I
close
was-
runs as well.
This is one of the plug-in combinations I had tested earlier in the week for 3 o'clock jock, but it turns out on that map you really can't do it because of camera reasons. But I think this is like a pretty fun... That's a hilarious ending.
It looks more fun than the regular map.
We also
Yeah,
see a lot of
I
the
think this is
bugged
genuinely
dust
really
block
fun.
removal from layered dust blocks in this level. Dust blocks in no clip also act awkwardly because when you hit them, they have collision briefly. So lots of interesting stuff of that comes from this combination. Makes things a lot more playable, even if it's not a normal leaderboard. Because it's rare to actually see
I
no clip
genuinely think
used.
I think that's a really fun way to go about no clip.
But let's watch what we put people through.
Wait, what?
Usually when I want to see the struggle, I go look for a Dill replay, so, you know.
Cow top 10 here, dude.
You can see my replay on this run is crazy.
The
Like,
level
it's
ends
probably
when you
flawless.
when you hit the the Dustworth. So on Pacifist, you don't see many failed replays. There aren't going to be many ASs, of course, because if you collect all the dust, you're going to remove all the enemies. In fact, a little preview of the stats, perhaps. Let's see if I have those up. Those in here already? Yeah, there were no ASs this week. Good news, everybody.
Woo!
There are no ASs this week.
That's the DLC difference.
Yep.
Yeah, fun fact on Wawa Woods: if you miss one piece of dust and go to the ending, it is still a CS.
All right,
A
let's see what happens.
CS, really?
Yeah, because of all the enemies in the level.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I remember I was so confused when that happened the first time. I'm like, why is it a CS? It makes no sense.
Literally, somebody wasn't hitting the turkey as they were hitting the purple flag.
Waiting patiently for Worth to get out of the way, leading Worth to pick up dust. Actually, a really interesting dynamic to have on a level. Very complex routing can happen on this level. A little bit too complex for the average DLC player, though. Worth is handsome, a little too big-brained, perhaps.
Bro, I swear this map would have been so good if Worth wasn't there.
You sure?
Yeah, when we were making
I
the
don't
map,
know.
we had like 20 different routes
But-
in mind. It was crazy.
It would've
Yeah,
been
and then
so
when
much
Worth
better
got
if
made,
Worth wasn't there.
when Worth got added,
Yeah, exactly.
it really
Then we had
changed.
one, yeah.
And then we just published.
I do love how the dub goes just over in the other side of the map.
It is
And
that
it's a
kind
good
of
thing oh no, the ghost does cause desync, interestingly. So I am going to turn ghost off for this level.
Wait, does it? It looks maybe.
The ghost
oh, it is.
was directing Worth, and then Worth would
Yeah, you're right.
desync.
Oh.
So that might be another issue from earlier, causing the issues, you know?
Oh, I see.
We figured it out. Dill, known kid player,
Known flawless run right here.
going fast because that was the advice. Just go fast and Worth won't catch up to you.
From the scary green man.
Save that dust for later.
Is it desync or?
Nope.
It-
No, that
it
was a
desync,
lack of
it
patience
desync.
with this level. That was a 2-point replay right there. Rodent actually not a kid player this week. But I guess we're watching it now. Showing off the
We just
route,
baited Roden.
dodging Worth.
No big deal.
Pretty solid idea to get Worth into the corner so that you can leisurely pick it all up. What's remaining?
Yeah, that dust down there is pretty out of the way, and it's one of the easier places to get Worth trapped.
Yep.
Yep.
We had to
We
get
did in
one
fact
little
intentionally
dead
add
end.
that. For that purpose.
Yeah, see, the
Very
level
happy.
is in fact designed.
With the fact that I didn't have
It
to route
was.
This isn't sour, please too.
big routing out of Wyvern and Shad for our team here. I didn't fucking spend an ounce of brain power on this.
You played this for quite a bit, actually.
I did. I played it for quite a bit, but I completely stalled the Wyvern route and just saved a little bit of time.
And big shout out to Library then for being a completely new player to route this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Mitesh ended up doing like the initial routing for us on our team too, pretty much for like all the Worth dodging. So
But that's
Yeah, I think on our team it was me and Cow for the initial route, and then Ard figured some stuff out for us.
Oof. Getting hit after the ending.
that
was close. 5th place run from Wyvern.
Yo, what type?
Sewing a little for kid. Worth getting the big heavy.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, that was crunchy, dude.
Ooh, and falling down there. Nice.
Was actually pretty sick.
Yeah.
The bait him left strat.
What a cool idea. Conch is going quite a bit faster though. Gotta get the dust block.
Oh.
Landing on the dust too.
Ooh. That's cool.
We're gonna save a couple more seconds now. Some faster routes. Starting with walking. Good dodge.
Huh.
Yeah. If you
I was looking at
stay...
that route.
Alright, Worth not actually.
Oh my
landing on the-
god.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
that one looked like a
Cooperate,
desync.
Worth!
That one was a desync.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, because it's a 10. Not sure what the desync was.
That's how I felt playing this map, just screaming at Worth, bro, please get the dust!
Yeah, that was the right start route I was thinking of, Arb.
Pretty
much
familiar
exactly
looking
that.
route right here, actually.
That's cool.
Oh, that is almost my exact run, but as good.
Yeah. That's one of the only ones I saw too.
That's
as far as
funny.
routes are concerned. Alright,
Well, that is
Yeah,
almost
if you
my
were-
exact route as good.
Looks
Oh
like
wait,
a
it's
solid
just
one.
the same.
Yeah, good sub 10s.
Well, yeah.
All characters in the top 10. Let's see.
Not the map I would have guessed this would be true for, but
Yeah.
I'll watch these in conjunction, I guess. Not by much. Not really. How fast were the worst times? 9.1. Let's just go from overall. I'll skip the kids. Same route right here from back
Ooh.
that we just saw pretty much.
Back just went for it. No fear.
Yep.
Let's go back.
Surprised to see so much route similarity on this map, actually.
Yeah, really.
Turns out that's what happened.
yeah. I mean, you say that, but then Miles' route was pretty different from what we just saw.
Well, with a good goal time of 10 seconds, sometimes you're gonna end up around there, and there's a very dominant enemy here that dictates some stuff. Looks like same kind of Worth desync in this situation from Rodin's Hammy.
No idea what happened there.
Did we completely break the Worth AI and replays? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It kind of
what
looked,
would cause
yeah,
it.
I don't know.
One thing about distance, it's always like when you're far away from him. I don't know.
Well, Worth is always making decisions based on the direction that you are away from him, and how far you are, about, you know, whether he attacks or not.
So it is a little weird that these things are happening, but eh.
Yeah, Worth doesn't pathfind. I think this is one I just watched. Well, let's see.
Yeah, Uzi punts. Yeah.
Like I said, Epon getting some good Worth points.
Camel. Wasn't either man player too?
Yep. Camel showing that Worth gets this dust block, and the layer dust box keeps the layer 20 there.
Interesting.
Camel and Maso both Doing what they can on this level.
Also, just stop playing the map after getting red.
Makes sense. Same kind of issue.
Only gotta play 3 out of 4, right?
I guess I gotta watch Worth a little
What
bit more
the-
closely instead of the character. When people do this route, it causes the desync.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think literally all 4 of us ended up desyncing Worth, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, it looks like a route thing. Yeah, because Worth stops moving right here for some reason.
On TBs.
Even though we know that Worth would normally just be going left.
That's really weird.
So then the resync frames take over, but it missed the dust.
Yeah.
I think once you get far enough from him there, he just like holds left the entire time was what I was seeing in like actual runs. So maybe that just like he was actually broken in runs, but he got the dust anyway.
Maybe. Worth falling through the dust box in this one too.
Well, that's a satisfying up late.
I'm actually gonna be kind of upset if we're the only team that got red keys by going right at the start.
It was viable. We'll say that much.
Clearly, yeah,
If it
clearly.
makes you feel any better, what I was doing was not even remotely consistent. Worth would never get the far right dust.
Different approach from Saved in the
That
center.
was cool.
Every team having to do work on this level to figure it out. Some people more willing to do it than others. And that's a pretty big difference maker when it comes to people, you know, playing to win.
Ooh,
Very
that's a
different
sick
kind of
route.
routing here too.
Out of school.
Getting Worth stuck in the center is actually really hard.
Getting Worth the wall jump into that dust.
What on earth?
Oh my
There's
god.
no way that was
no.
consistent. There's no shot.
It's
That had
actually
to be a
pretty
miracle.
consistent.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It's all
Just
about
needs
the
to be
start,
fine.
how much far left Worth goes at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that.
yeah, Avenge. That was the MS Paint route.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say, Arv had a terrible route, made an MS Paint before this route.
Huggy's doing, I think, the same strats that
Yeah.
were
Well,
came up with at the
the
start.
difference is that if you wait at the start, that's why I go right. Worth gets down faster, so you can go faster later.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, because I actually remember seeing this wall jump into that dust before the level was out.
Yeah.
Worth record.
Oh, I guess it
Little
makes him
slip.
hold down right so he just is on the slant pass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Interesting.
Whoa. That looks spooky.
Cool improvements on this one.
That is
Ooh,
cool.
nice.
This is a certified time at Peach route for sure.
There's actually so many different routes. Holy fuck.
Yeah, we like to see it.
Really?
I
Yeah.
mean, there's an overarching
We've
route,
seen a lot of the same route.
but
Oh,
a lot
Oh,
of
let's say
different
so
different
decisions.
dumb.
Good
I'm.
to see.
Oh my god, I'm dumb.
But Nighthawk with the 8.999.
I'm literally baiting the same attack and just.
How is this
Oh
even
my God.
possible?
Technical sub 9.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Wow, just same route with a lot of improvements.
Oh, did I troll that? I might have actually. Huh. Okay.
I know I did.
No, I'm looking at the right side here where Nighthawk defers his attack until later. I think that's better than what I did because you made Worth faster to the right. Huh. Interesting.
There was also a challenge between Yoko Creets and Avenged here on Girl. And Avenged, even though not playing Girl, ended up getting the Girl record. Alex just doing all he needed to do for the Girl points.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was Yoko was like 2 frames off me earlier, and I'm just like, I'm gonna grind this route a little bit more, and grinded it for like maybe 20 minutes and got that.
Yeah, Avenged actually got like some really views today.
He really should have just done this yesterday so I could like play the other levels today. Like I literally just trolled my team by grinding this level for a few hours.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Where's this Ansem ending up with the most red keys after all that? People just love the level, you know?
So,
Yeah, it's not too hard of a red key once you have the strats.
Alright, it's Don't Hurt Steve time, our other hotly contested
Oh
map of
hell
the week.
yeah.
this map,
This map
dude,
is wild, man.
map is absurd.
We have our Worth world record also. Let's see what we got. There's a few more challenges here. Let's watch the normal stuff on this one first. Let's see.
Yeah, some of the challenges are nuts here, dude.
Yeah, some of the challenges are spicy on this one.
I wonder which one.
Fuck this map.
There's
Fuck
more
this
than
map,
one.
fuck that plugin, and fuck No Face.
I don't understand what the problem is, BBC.
Mal is showing
Wait,
off
what?
a clockwise route.
Interesting.
What on earth?
Now, a very interesting thing
Oh,
about
that's a
this
really
level is
sick
there are a
solution.
lot of different strats you can do in this end room. We'll see how much things vary.
Yeah, I can only imagine the end routes are pretty different. Well, yeah, at least between going clockwise and counterclockwise.
That was the main reason I was still okay with the level.
The deco in the last room almost looks like a totem as well. I'm just now noticing this.
Yeah.
Couple infinite wall jumps in the top right. Four different routes so far.
Ooh,
Stuck that down heavy in there, huh?
that's cool. I mean, Wazi's slow, but you know, it's still cool.
Alright, look at clean. That seems like a pretty standard kind of replay compared to some of the other ones. Chadx third place is a girl here.
He routed this one for us almost entirely as well. I had a bad route, and then I was like, okay, I have to copy his route. It's better.
Gaming. Oh, that's a sick ending.
That's very nice.
Noel second place by 1 frame.
Yo, big frame bop.
Looks like a fair amount of it was a frame, earlier dash at the start.
Maybe, yeah.
Now it's not
Little
very
bit of
worried
a
at the
fit
top
boost.
here.
Yeah, the 0.4 lead.
Ooh, more attacks.
Oh, cool.
Yo, what are those attacks?
Let's see that one again. Coming real close to pacifist.
Definitely looks sketchy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to grind it.
A little bit of a difference.
A little bit.
I'm just looking at the notes because I don't think they're all correct. Alright, Wyvery's showing some safe strats, like when to wait around the port quills.
Yeah, the pork is in just the right place to troll you, honestly.
Yeah, I think that porcupine broke a lot of hearts this week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In many categories.
Oh yes. It's actually so shit. Like, Kid has no positive thing on this map, I think.
On any of them, actually. but
Yeah, actually, this whole set of maps felt terrible
yeah,
for a kid.
maybe. Yeah.
I thought she was gonna be good in the any percent task, and then I got about 350 less speed on the long boost,
Yep,
and I was like,
yep.
never mind.
Yep.
Oh, that one's toast. Never mind.
Like, Kid's always a consideration for boost maps, and then you get to like that one slope where like Man and Girl get terminal velocity, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
Kid, it's unviable now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, surely Kid's gonna be like 0.4 faster because you get the extra air charge in 2 spots that you're not getting good speed. And then, oh no, I'm dumb. No cigar on that one. Wait, I recognize this guy. I think this might have been that player that was in 2nd place on No Jump.
I think this is that guy that was right ahead of you on this
Oh.
leaderboard. If you actually look again, right there.
Damn. Double owned.
Alright, Cow with
What
some
on
changes.
earth is Cow doing?
I
Eating
don't know, is
probably.
that the guy
Winning.
that was 10th on the last map talking shit right now?
Much better opening. Looks the same.
Ah.
Bonus jump at the end.
Ooh, the ceiling boost.
Yeah, you can
Execution
pretty
div.
fast that route, but it's really
Yep.
hard.
I guess Kid has to do that, huh?
Probably.
That sucks. Yeah.
I never really looked at it because Cow just like tried my strats that I had at the time, and he was like, "Yeah, these work."
Alright, Nighthawk
I don't know how
also
those work
going
this
way.
kid.
I don't know either, dude.
Dusk
Oh,
Bell is
Feels like
Nice.
that barely worked as Man Girl.
On Earth.
Cool.
That's very
Oh,
cool.
This actually does work. Hammy told me there was no way this worked. Damn it, Hammy. I'm blaming
Well, he
Hammy
is-
for this.
He is like 12th or something.
Yeah, but we were just trying to get red.
Oh, okay.
Dawn to Dusk falling in the hole.
Let's go.
Way he goes.
The blindfolded classic.
Let's go back.
Back with the mini fit boost.
Nice.
JVC getting the red key.
I did it.
Also
Yeah,
going for the
man,
fit boost.
leaderboards were pretty stacked this week.
Went for
Oh, I
record on this
wasn't
for a
on
bit.
them.
Back and forth with each
Yeah, I
one.
got a early lead here and then didn't fight back as people figured it out.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Camel
This is
hitting the
sick
attack
attacks.
buttons.
yeah.
Let's see, Savade. Matt making team going also clockwise. I really like this route.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Kind of a weave. That's cool.
Wow.
That is cool.
I did not see that, yeah.
The voices are just there for some people giving them routes, I don't know.
Yeah, watch Masa's route.
Are
Actually,
not
I'm
ending
gonna
with an
go
attack.
post a screenshot now.
That's cool too. Why was I so bad at the corner boost?
Oh man.
Maso also with a lot of attacks and slope jumps not going to the corner.
Oh, Oh,
That's
the
cool.
Ooh,
hell?
that's okay. That yo,
What
that's beautiful. That's
the-
beautiful, actually.
that is
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
What on
A lot of
earth?
good potential here.
I like that. Yeah.
Ucky's
That
pretty
looks
similar.
really hard.
Just a different ending. Well, the more normal ending, more common ending here.
Yeah, I like Monsters right there. That was
Yeah.
really nice.
And
He
second and
literally
third between
just
the two of them.
Just typed, I don't know if I can do this, it'll take me a couple hours to get this run, and then just came back and said, okay, I got the run, thank God.
Yeah, that looked really hard.
I mean, dude, I can
It's
I
really
can speak.
cool.
I can definitely speak to what I did. That took me a long time.
Yeah, our route
Like,
was not hard, but
Yeah, it was like a lot of last night and most of this morning was what took the time that it took there for mine.
very cool solutions from different teams.
You're cool.
Oh my god, thank you. You have nice lips, you know that?
Whoa, whoa.
Jeez.
Anti-hoon? What?
Oh, we're on stream. We're on stream.
Yeah. I'll see No Faces run.
I do know
A
that.
little bit more competitive of a Worth leaderboard this time around.
We're definitely had a lot more players on it this week as well.
Yeah.
Also falling in the hole.
Woo!
Ooh, that up
See ya.
heavy.
Yo, the swag up heavy though.
Steel
That must
Echo
be the
and
strat
Epon on the
that's-
same team.
Soon to come.
We'll see if they are also going the same direction. Yeah.
I
Dust
knew you were
Fellas
doing
route.
heavies and light macro.
I like those attacks. Probably a preview of Epon's route. Who
That is cool.
contested
that's
record
sick.
on this for a bit.
Yeah, the only reason I kept playing this is because Ebon kept pinging me.
Yeah. I like it.
Ooh, clockwise.
That's pretty cool. Ending in the middle.
Yeah, that is very
Oh,
cool.
that heavy is smart. Yeah, there.
But we're still gonna save a third of a second and then another third of a second.
Yeah, I'm curious what Magnifique is doing here. Like, that's a pretty big lead.
A-Boss hitting half of the dust
Let's
blocks.
go, A-Bots.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Falling in the
that
other
hit on
hole.
the bottom is
Haven't seen
so
that
big.
before. Falling in both holes.
That was cool.
I hadn't even seen this because the replays were broken.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
ceiling.
that was cool.
Strangest,
boosting.
Boosting left at the end.
Whoa, this route's
What on earth?
Ooh.
What?
Dude, there's so much Worth can do. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn.
Cool to see a clockwise route with a win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just casually misses the totem at the top. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, releasing the totem is actually psycho.
One of those things that I'm more confused after seeing.
Yeah. I definitely did not expect clockwise for man, but I guess for Worth it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, Worth would have a weaker slope boost, right? So.
Yeah.
Let's
See it, the totem
see
at
what's
top.
different on Pogo. Pogo,
Wait,
any
Pogo
percent a
sounds
four-way
awful for
challenge
this.
here.
Fucking Dello, dude.
Fucking Dello, dude.
Fucking bellow.
Not there yet, Dillo. We're not there yet.
Jake
He just
from
really
Dust
wants to milk
Fellas
it.
showing the Dust Fellas route with Pogo. Pogo more of a hindrance this time than anything else.
Ooh.
The quill
Maybe
weave.
adding, some spice, I guess. I'm not on the any percent leaderboard. That's right. Well, turns out Jake had a faster any percent. So the main difference here between any percent and SS with pacifist is you can get hit, and Jake got hit.
Quill boost, yeah.
Yeah. I once again forgot Cal was on this challenge.
Cal was just vibing this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal really doesn't ask for a ton of help, honestly.
He's not used to being on the same team as Arb.
Jay's used to me giving him bad strats. And telling him not to Jor.
Yes.
That's like telling a cow not to.
Yo, what was that?
Yo, dude, A-ball.
What was that? What was that?
That was
Crazy.
so sick.
What was that boost, dude? Insane.
What?
Yo, run that back. What happened?
That's so sick. Look at
Jumps into
that.
the ceiling.
That's so cool. Definitely making the best use of Pogo.
Yeah, seriously. That was nuts.
That's a much better thing in Pogo. Alright, next we have our second light macro.
We go, dude.
Let's go.
Bro. I sent the.
This is the first one. Is this? Are you sure this is in your PB?
I DM'd the first SS.
Oh, the first SS. Okay.
Yeah. So probably show that towards the end.
Yeah, I thought it was
So
gonna
why
be
did you
the
guys
first
play
name
this so much?
Well, basically, JVC was like, I'll take a challenge of any cringe level, and I was like, okay, sure. And then the light macro thing happened, and I was like, JVC, let's do it. And he's like, fuck. So we go for it, and then I forget how Heavy got involved. I was like, all right, let me bait Heavy into this as well. And then all of a sudden, Dello gets like hot dropped into the lobby. And then starts putting up runs out of nowhere.
Yeah, I thought
and
Dylan was gonna
yeah,
get free win.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
he
just
went
got
hard
really
at the
Ever to
beginning.
figure out
Yeah.
you could even take those ceilings. By the way, I was attacking the ceiling for eons.
You did it once in like the first minute of getting there, and then never again.
I did. I didn't
Yeah.
realize I did.
So, you were saying you could not beat this run?
Shut up! Fuck off!
Wow. I thought you never figured out the ceiling run, so I thought, okay, that's probably where the gap is. But yeah.
Heavy
just
coming
keep
out of
kicking
nowhere
everything.
on this one.
Heavy did get this. Yeah.
Heavy literally posted one run on Dust Kid and like just pings me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, it was looking like he
How
wasn't
do you
even gonna
not
play
hit
this.
it? How are you not hitting? How did you get the dust? There's no way.
That was actually so sick.
This can't be real.
Oh, JVC, if you're impressed now, you're about to get dumbfounded.
I'm not impressed. I'm disturbed. Let's use correct words here.
Okay.
What?
Modelo.
Yep.
Wait, this guy's boosting.
What?
Okay, that
Wait,
explains
what?
the essay thing. That explains the essay.
How is this? What?
Dude,
How is this
what?
fast?
Let's go.
What
What
is
the fuck?
happening?
Oh, sniped into the pit as well.
Why am I getting destroyed by Della, bro?
Here's the first SS that happened on the level.
Very old strats.
Yeah, it changed quite a lot from here.
Hey, these are my strats. Except executed. How did you?
These are better than
how?
your strats.
How do you get the apple, bro? I don't understand. It's so
Actually,
fucked up.
down dashing on that platform is actually not that bad. You don't
You're-
actually
no,
hit
no,
the apple.
wrong. That's wrong. That is incorrect. You are lying to me, yourself, and everyone else.
I don't know. Compared to the rest of this, that doesn't seem very bad to me.
Oh, you do it. What? He's just attacking
Yeah,
at the totem
elevator
the whole
right.
time, bro.
Oh boy.
All right.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, I do have a task for this one. You just
Okay.
toggle on the task board.
Oh shit, let's go.
Let's go.
My face has been waiting to watch this one.
At least I beat Cow's Dust Vector.
Wait, it's even faster.
Something's wrong with this game.
Oh my god.
So when Arb originally did the task, it was like a 15-second run. What the fuck?
Dude, all the attacks are so scary. Like I
Dude,
have
I love the
to take a
elevator
beat.
lights. They're so good.
This was just oh man, this map was a map, man.
Why was this so degenerate?
I don't know, man.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Really showcasing that although sometimes you don't care for grinding the level for the leaderboard, there's a lot of other stuff you can do in DLC. A lot of other fun to be had.
Fun. Okay.
Hey, you guys clearly showing you had a lot of fun.
Oh man. Oh man.
You were in VC for the last hour of that challenge.
Yeah, Arb and Venge can definitely confirmed there was a lot of screaming in the VC 30
that
minutes
was,
prior.
That was an
There was
hour.
not a lot of fun in that VC.
Oh boy.
Alright, we have Hyper Down Dash next on the list.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Between
That actually sounds really funny
True
here.
Noob Mitesh and Goose. SS. And that guy's
Can't
a
wait to
run,
see Noob Throat.
Oh yeah, ignore me. I just wanted to suffer with my teammate.
too. Solidarity.
Don't go for backs. No.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
What?
I was
What is
kind of toying around with that. Yes.
What is happening, dude?
I love having done that so much.
No way.
Here's the run again.
It's so good.
Going left is so smart, actually.
Just the entire ceiling gets annihilated.
I was actually messing around with this in the last like 30 minutes because it's the only thing that I could think of that could work, and I could not get it to work. But my run is gonna be way different.
Around the world on that one, dude.
Pretty good execution.
Yeah, good ending.
For the route, yeah.
I was really surprised, like, the test usually posts season progress, and I was like, I don't have any time saves for you. This actually just looks perfect for the route.
Yeah, really good execution for the route.
Yeah.
But Worth was the play, apparently.
Yeah, this run is fucking degenerate.
What the fuck? Camera, please.
Wait, what did that open? Wait, was that open for the dust in the middle?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh no, dude.
Which one of you found this again? I saw this and I was like, you guys are crazy.
This was back that found this, and he basically pinged me, hey, you want to check this out? You're welcome, and I'm sorry. I actually did like, I don't know, at least 500 to 700 attempts of this. I think I got the run like 5 times out of that, and it's like once you do the up heavy, it's like you have a 2-frame window to hit that dust, and it's like 11 or 12 frames after the up heavy you down dash, and hitting that is absolutely garbage.
Oh man.
God damn.
So like my ending is very sloppy because of that, because I'm just panicking trying to finish the run.
It was not easy to hit. It was rough.
I guess all challenges on this map were similar.
Yeah, all the challenges on this map were just straight degenerate.
Yep. Dude, I wonder what your run actually looks like, JVC.
Yeah, feel free to play it. I just did the like one thing we had at the start that Goose like, nah, I'm not making the start any worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I intentionally slowed down the start. Yeah. I thought so.
Oh my god.
Yep. I think you did the frame advance and got like a 5.2 something. So
Yeah,
there's still a long way to go, but oh my
if you
god.
if you get the good down dash like into the bottom pit and then like change directions at the proper time, you save a lot more time. It's just
Yeah.
You can't see, you don't know where you are. Controlling that's terrible.
Alright, there was a very unique kind of challenge here that is not exactly represented by the leaderboards, by the way. This is Pokerman's, and the challenge is to catch them all.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this one.
There are a bunch of apples and other things in the level. Some trick shots to be made.
Ooh.
One of those will hit.
Dude stocked up at the hooky shop before the run, dude.
Yeah. There's at least a couple premier balls in there.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and then you had to get the dust to end. That's funny.
Yep.
Here's Jake's run. Show the death zones, yeah. There's a death zone there.
Oh,
There's
what?
death zones down here too.
Bro, who placed these?
Going for that apple.
Yo, this looks fun.
Yeah, this is far more interesting than I would have realized.
Yeah.
This looks so much more relaxing.
It really does.
It's like learn your angles.
Yeah.
This looks way more fun. Like so much more fun.
Did you get the pork right here?
What happened?
Gotta check something real quick.
Yeah, the pork was missing.
Did Jake even catch the pork in the middle? I don't know if he caught them all. Look at this pork. Jake didn't even catch them all. Also, it desyncs if I play it that way.
Yeah, it looks like there's a fork that's uncaught there.
Yeah, so this was a 43.0. Rexy had a 44.3. Does Jake have another run that's sub 44.35? Is Jake around?
Does it desync?
Maybe. I'm gonna watch it without stuff again. But the thing is, when we first saw it, it looked like, you know, it looked fine.
You caught a stone, bro.
Yeah.
The tricky
You
thing
need a
with
custom script to say you caught a
moderating your
Steve.
own winner. And not being able to watch the replays. Jake didn't even know he missed one. So yeah, we're looking for hitting this bottom middle pork. Doesn't look like it got hit at all. Oh, he missed the totem too.
The totem fell off the map.
Didn't he catch it?
No, the totem just the totem just disappeared from.
Yeah, I
where
was
House of Mist.
watching the pork.
Oh.
I'm trying to think
Jake.
Rexy won this challenge. Could it be possible desync? Is Jake here? I don't think there's RNG in this. Well, there's RNG in how they're sent, so Unclear, to be honest, because those are
I
close.
see him green on Discord.
Poker Man's actually not deterministic in replays. It's possible.
Should be. Yeah.
I'm messaging him to see if he can join.
Well, let's move on in the meantime, but we'll have to recount this. That was the only remaining challenge on this level.
He says he's on a work meeting.
Yeah, he does work on Sundays. But we'll do a little investigation into Poker Man's. Let's start off with something here. We have Fast on our final level.
Let's go.
Between True Noob and Be Willy. Be Willy relatively new. Wasn't sure if he'd be ready for Fast, but I guess he was.
We did a lot of coaching on this one, but he also grinded it out a lot in our voice.
Yeah.
Let's go
True
Be
Noob
Willy.
juggling a few challenges.
It's the way to do it. Challenges are goated.
Yeah.
Well played, well played.
Shit, I need to do some Fast next week. It's such a good plugin.
Yeah, throw it on that Urban Undergrowth ID.
Yeah, you
No.
Oh no, dude.
I think we might have that veto. Alright, 3 o'clock jock, our Dust Fellas level. It does have a couple little challenges on the normal leaderboards. But let's see what we got here.
Classic.
Tess, with the girl representation here.
Tess jumping in, dude.
I'm glad Tess can actually play
Okay,
the game.
maybe just for the one before, Jake maybe submitted the wrong replay because
It's
there's a
possible.
42.5 that does collect everything.
Really? Okay.
Wait, he submitted a slower replay?
What?
I mean, you can look up Jake's, replay history on the level. If you guys have it. Alright, that one's linked in chat. I'll turn
Yeah, I'm
Poker Man's
also
back on
curious
for this.
how you played this level as kid. It seems so bad.
I mean,
certainly something. I think bad is probably the word I would use to describe it.
Okay, but zoom out, please. Check a snipe. There's a huge snipe.
Huge snipe.
Yo.
No, I'm not. Not talking
not even
about
that.
that one.
Not even that one. There's a bigger one.
There's this. Yeah, he didn't have that one yet.
No way, dude. Oh. Yo, that's crazy.
So, looks like he's gonna get them all this time.
Yeah, must have just submitted the wrong run.
Rexian shambles.
Alright, we've recounted.
That's all
It
of
looks
them.
like Jake really is the winner.
Jake almost trolling himself by submitting a slower and broken replay.
Yeah. Almost submitted the wrong run. It's tough when you can't rewatch them.
Yeah, it's true.
But don't worry, that'll be fixed next time. Alright. Arb with the cameo kid replay here.
Just a sample, dude.
I told
It was
Arb I
so
needed
fun
like
that you wanted to
0.4,
play
and
it.
he was like, here's 0.4.
You're like, I need 0.4, and Arb's like, dang, kid is fun on this map.
I think his exact words were, "Wow, there are some awkward attack timings on this map as kids."
Yeah, there definitely are. This putting that run up also like completely messed up my muscle memory for Ben.
Was it before
He's the red
you
key for kid.
got your run?
Yeah. Oh, was that actually was that red key? Did I have a 10-2-5?
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I saw 10.
All right, well,
Yeah. Yeah, you were the only red
Oh,
key
yeah,
on this
that's
map as kid.
10
Ooh.
on his character.
And that is not the red key either.
oh, it's not. It's just a flat 10 for this one.
No, it's 10.25.
Oh, wait, that was smart.
Pretty sure.
And we have
Yeah,
the,
7.25.
The ghosts are solid in this level thanks to the entity outliner.
Yes.
I'll have to use fewer ghosts.
Is that good as man? Is that what
Issa getting second place in a kid challenge here.
Dude, so
Yeah.
Issa bopped Avenged, and then like Avenged just out of nowhere got saved like 0.4. I'm just like, dude, what? Huh?
Yeah, I hadn't implemented one half of the route.
Just so.
Although I didn't think it was 0.4. I still to this day say that doesn't look faster to me, but it definitely is.
I mean, it is faster. I don't think it's 0.4 though. So.
I mean, you said you
Tough
were getting
silent.
10.8 in the old strat,
Was I? Okay, maybe it is 0.4. I don't know. Dude.
and then you got a 10.25, so...
Cal, fourth place on kid, winning the kid record. Doing the same
Woo!
down next to the wall.
Let's go.
I mean, listen, man. I don't remember half of what happened this week. So.
Also, kid downlights are stupid. Kid downlights are better than the side light on this map a lot of the time.
Can I use the downlights through that wall instead of the heavy?
You can.
You can.
It's
The
faster.
timing's annoying.
Oh, okay.
This is the one I'm curious about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Savate had the same route.
Okay.
And saving another quarter second.
With another very similar route.
Uplight at the end.
You can up heavy the dust at the end if you leave it all, but it's like not fun to grind.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was.
it's,
I'm pretty sure that's slower for kid.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
I went for it though, and it was
hard
terrible. I stopped going for it.
Yeah.
put that dust in a way that kid can attack it all. Because I was doing 2 lights for the longest time. And like with some ray casting bullshit, I think you can like just barely single light it as Dust Kid as well. But it's absurdly tight.
Shadox is kind of owning this DLC, huh?
Actually.
Yes. My whole team's owning. I'm getting carried.
Got some good top 8s.
I feel like I tried that like similar strats to that up heavy Miles did and it was slower, but
Yeah, I tried a bunch of that stuff and it was slower. I tried everything I could possibly think of on this.
Big Diesel 1 frame faster than Miles, worth 1 more point.
Based.
biggest frame of the century, dude.
With the buffered wall jump at the end, let's go.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do there, by the way, is a 1-tile slope jump that was in our route until like yesterday night. I don't know why it was in the route, but we kind of trolled with this one.
It's tempting.
It's not even faster, apparently. Also told me it wasn't faster after the fact.
Yeah, I found it slow too, but
it's like basically frame perfect for Girl 2, I think.
Noel with another.
Noel top 3? Holy fuck.
Yeah, Noel kind of owning this DLC, dude.
Yeah, what the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah, another new name for the books.
Cool ending too.
Some interesting differences from Alex.
oh no.
What does
Yo,
Tess
an
do?
outline on that ending?
Like that in its best.
Yeah, that ending is
Tess
way
without help
faster.
from a team.
Is that what I missed?
Wait, you weren't doing that, James?
I don't know, can man hit it?
Yeah, man can hit it. It's terrible though. It's really bad.
I mean, okay, sure, but so is playing within 3 frames of your theoretical best. My hands were broken.
Hey,
That's
Tess, what's
what
up?
I missed. That's what I missed. Fuck.
Tess on
Who
the
you got
girl world record. Yeah, I was pretty discouraged on this map with Kid. I was very happy to just get a huge PB and stop playing the level.
It's tough when you got 5
Yeah.
challenges.
Yeah.
I tried to bit this kid to help my team route, and it was not fun.
Thankfully this week I only had to actually fight on 2 of them.
3 o'clock Jock
There were some,
seemed to have the most or the least amount of discussion in the team channels from what I noticed. You know, slightly more
Yeah.
linear feeling and not as controversial as these other levels. Playing it safe.
I was glad there was something a little bit more vanilla.
Yeah, it was the most normal map and it was the most straightforward by a considerable amount.
Okay, also, high key, my entire challenge here was supposed to be trying to bait Alex onto the man leaderboards for the week, and he's the only person that I pinged that didn't accept it, so I was kind of tilted. I just got farmed for free for no reason.
Yeah, how did that compare? Yeah, Alex didn't end up grinding this as much as you 3.
Yeah, he didn't accept it. He was like the Drake meme, probably. You know, miss me with that. No.
Yeah, maybe it's faster for Worth. Again, never really tried it. It's
Going
Yeah,
up to the
also
ceiling
right.
there? Or?
no,
I
the start
absolutely
where
thought
like,
it
heavy.
at the beginning.
yeah, but the corner
Oh,
Fresh heavy.
that's
Yeah.
definitely faster with Worth, yeah.
I was thinking it would be.
By a lot, also.
I kept trying to do it and it wouldn't collect all the dust. And
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little finicky. I don't know.
Where's the scroll of truth? Oh my god. That's so sad.
That moment when it all comes together in your head of what you were missing.
It's literally just that, man. Oh,
That's how I feel too.
No.
Exactly how I feel.
They compared evenly for Della. I mean, I honestly don't know. Because like Worth would get a really chunky corner boost there.
No, I tested it. It's definitely way faster. Yeah.
Because every other character has to like land on the platform to hit the dust. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something I was thinking of, like maybe you can get a corner clip, and then with like the helicopter frame, you can probably get enough height to go up there. But
I mean, it would
You can like,
it would
you can,
probably
like, land
be
on it, but it's just slow.
yeah, it would probably be like only girl that could do that. I think men's heavy would be not tall enough, right?
yeah, I think it will be a girl only thing. Yeah.
If girl at all.
I
Makes
just
sense
couldn't
to
get
work.
enough
I
height
couldn't hit it
to.
as either. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
hit it as either. Hit it in a good way, that is.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
2 lights at the end.
Wait,
Nice.
that's the one tile slope jump there. I guess someone actually got it.
Let's go, Sunny.
That's really hard, by the way.
Oh, I know, I tried it.
Our challenge here was between JVC, Idle, and Art. Idle ending up beating JVC as a Worth, but does have a man run as well.
It was specifically
Make-A-Wish.
for Dustman, right?
No, yeah, it was a man challenge.
Wait, was it?
Yeah.
Alright, that's gonna have to be double checked. Make sure you got the right stuff there, whoever wrote it down.
Yeah, I think the order is actually correct though, but
It's probably correct in the sheet as long as it was input correctly. It's just not in the,
Yeah.
the recap notes.
I'm like 95% sure that Idle knew it was a man challenge too. So.
Yeah, I don't know it was a man challenge.
Okay. It's probably right in the sheet.
Yeah. Again, the whole intent was to try and bait Alex on the man.
Yep.
Of why I proposed it.
JVC
Thank you back,
non-scoring
thank you.
man.
This is the support I need.
Got a little bit of a challenge point though.
My heavy attack.
It's not that much slower.
yeah, I think I tested it at like a frame slower or something. It actually wasn't much.
Well then
Oh, I
what am I
got it to be
missing?
30.
Oh, that heavy. That's what I'm missing then.
Only a few frames separating our top 3.
Granted, if I did do the landing light, I would have had the winning frame tie against Muscle here, so maybe
Oh,
I
yeah.
told.
Wait, what? Now I'm even more confused. Surely it's not one frame. Where am I losing time?
I think it's more than one frame, but I guess trust Art more over me. That makes more sense.
I mean, I don't remember the exact figure, but it really wasn't that much.
Okay, I guess my top right alcove must be bad.
Yeah, you weren't doing the lights, right?
I did a jump down light, grab the wall, and then up light.
Okay.
Down dash.
Up like that. Oh, okay. Grabbing the wall is slow then. That's like -5 frames or something.
Okay.
Lucky's with the overall record.
Because I just could not figure out like. What
Yeah,
I
if you
was
just
doing,
did an air
where
dash,
to optimize it better.
yeah, if you just did an air dash instead of grabbing the wall, that's that's pretty close to 0.1 saved, I think.
I see.
This is the final reminder to get in the week 2 map poll. Fill out that form. There's only 4 maps, only a few questions. If you didn't fill it out, someone will probably put the link in chat at some point soon. But before we do that, let's see let's see what our predictions resulted in.
Oh boy.
Oh, this I have no
This is
idea.
what's hype.
All right, I got
This
some stuff.
is
to
what's
show
gonna
on
make the
screen.
difference.
Yeah.
First.
We meant to spam more. We should have.
Yeah, first. And this is not fully updated yet because we're still getting some results. Here's the raw data for replays and all that kind of stuff. We can see a clear dominant number of man replays because that's the character of choice for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Most replays this week went to 3 o'clock Jock, mostly because people could finish the level.
It's surprisingly close with Wawa Woods, though.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
That is another
Pacifist
map
should
where you
lower
could-
this quite a bit. I mean, look
Yeah.
at all these ASs that don't show up anymore.
Yep.
Wawa also had a lot of side categories played.
Yeah, once you
Oh, true.
once you fail it, you're either gonna reset or you're not even gonna complete the level. You know, the end condition of Pacifist is very strict, so you're not even gonna get an AS. On some pretty AS heavy kinds of routes, like you probably missed one dust on Don't Hurt Steve. You know how it is.
Yeah, look at the valid number to Wawa, like the conversion.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also a difference between like using plugins and all that stuff. Valid usually just means the normal replays. So, the first prediction is going to go to man. Also, we can see the results on the poll so far. These are some of the numbers. Worth is Handsome squeaking above 2 for now. Looking like the best use of theme. Wawa Woods with the best aesthetic. I'll show some of that stuff in a bit. But that's, you know, just getting started with the predictions. We're gonna have man for the most at the start. Here's our cool predictions little results spreadsheet. You're just gonna have to keep up. Let me fill this in. Just follow along, no big deal. So first we have man. There were a few teams that didn't pick man. That includes Steve, Mongooses, and family. So not off to a great start. Next we have the enemy count. There were 27 enemies across the levels. The closest one was Steve here, making up for the kid choice. So 50 points to getting the closest. SS7 was 29, off by 2. Fighting Mongooses was off by 3. So, you know, getting some points here. Red key count. What is the number of red keys here? The number was 90. And it looks like there were 2 teams that were 5 away.
Let's go.
So both sharing the 50 points for first place. And then family predicted 81. So it turned out that the red keys were more lenient than what people expected this week. They expected a little bit harder reds or harder times. Fewer people playing.
Wait,
that was the
so you and
case.
team voted.
14.
Now for
you
total
and
chat
team-
messages, that was said earlier. 16.
Yeah, I don't know what that 14
185.
is, but
The closest one here is Simon is Handsome was off by 339.
Yo.
That's so close, dude. That's crazy.
Let's go.
Now, unfortunately, in family, they misjudged the number of thousands. And I thought it was kind of funny because I was reading the chat at the time, and I don't know whoever said it first, but someone was like, "Oh yeah, there's like 100K right now. I think it'll probably go up to like 170K." And then they talked about it for a bit. And then nobody fixed that error. They were all just like in the hundreds of Ks. and I don't know, you guys are just off by a 0.
Yep.
To be fair, going for like 20k is already insane.
Yeah, now funnily enough,
That's
if
a
not for
lot.
that, it would be fairly close.
Actually.
But
yeah.
Would it be enough for points? Looks like it actually would have. It would have been enough for some points here on this prediction. If they just didn't multiply by 10. You know, I can edit it right now, and you know, it'll show it live. So they would have gotten 30
We thought
points
more
here.
teams were gonna spam more. We should have spammed more.
Now for the team leaderboard points. Let's see the results here. The team leaderboard points refers to the total points this row. So we can see Simon is Handsome was the winner. Make-A-Wish got second with 45. And Carpal Tunnel, no, Double S7.
Let's go!
Wins
Overwatch.
third place.
You're
there.
cheering against yourself,
like
kind of, but like
39 points.
There's like
for
4
Double
teams that
S7.
put those exact guesses.
Yeah,
So
Really?
Simon,
Wow.
Make-A-Wish, Team Double S7.
I think that's our exact 3 too.
Yeah, this was a relatively common one. I'll just copy these. All right, so some perfect scores on this. 4 teams went perfect on this. Let's copy this
Let's
too
go.
for fun.
Let's go.
Now we have the rankings. This needs to be in the opposite order.
Huh.
All right, Steve, the winning prediction. Carpal Tunnel getting bonus points, second place. Halftime Dusters, third place. Give me a moment and I will edit this into the sheet live. Actually, I can just copy this, I think.
Damn, well played to Steve on the predicts.
Seriously though.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
One off with enemy count is crazy.
And with that, we have a tie for first place in week 2. Carpal Tunnel and Make-A-Wish.
Go.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's the difference.
great.
3 points, all made up in the predictions.
It's so funny because me and No Face were like, oh, we'll just go get a red key, you know, make the prediction a little bit closer. No Face got
Yep.
it and I didn't, but if I had gotten it, we would have trolled because it would have.
Yeah,
gotten
that's
the
true.
other way.
Well, let's
Off
see
by 1
here.
error.
You guys, yeah, if you didn't get a red key, so if No Face didn't get that red key, then you definitely would have had this. If you did get one more, it would have would not have
Would've gone the other
made
direction,
enough of a
not for us.
difference. Judging by this. You
Camel
know,
baited me.
if the
getting
answer were
wall red key
89,
last minute too.
you know, if the answer were 89, then it would just be the same results. If you're curious,
Mm.
if the answer were
Yeah, but-
91, then it still would have been the same thing.
Hmm.
But either
Oh,
way,
interesting.
well, you know, that's how it plays out. So will people predict week 3 just as well? I don't know. I am gonna show off the week 3 prediction questions on stream this time because this time it actually is ready. But give me a moment and let me. I'm gonna do the poll results first. Not actually this one. Where is it? What is this? Yeah. All right. The week 2 maps poll. Lots of team variety, including someone that their hand was off by one character, perhaps, on the keyboard. Rate the map gameplay as discovered. Worth is Handsome. Has a lot of ones. Now that's just what these graphs look like. Worth is Handsome, comfortably second place in terms of worst overall ratings on maps. I think Don't
Let's
Hurt
go.
Steve is third. So not actually last. Don't worry about that. Pretty sure last place still goes to All Shall Fall from DLC 2.
Which map was that even? Let me check.
Yeah,
It's
that
from
was
DLC
the
2.
Low percent Nighthawk challenge.
Yeah, that had quite the low percent on it.
yeah the
Wawa
V-shaped map
Woods
with like
got some
the
fives.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dust block falls and it went into V shape. Had a really degenerate low percent.
Yeah, best aesthetic,
Yeah.
Wawa Woods. Some Worth is Handsome Love in both aesthetics and best use of theme. So
Yo.
Not a majority, but 40.5% of people think it used Pacifist the best. I personally agree. Don't Hurt Steve and Wawa Woods, putting up a fight. Fairly split. Map feedback. We have some colorful map feedback today. The bar has been lowered for week 3, fortunately.
Warmonger.
Hoping for more purple flags in a pacifist week. Understandable. There were only 4 levels after all. Interesting routing. Hated playing though. Common thought from a lot of people. Steve too strong. No Duster AI ever again. Yeah, well, we tried it out. I don't know if we'll do it again. Looking unlikely, but it was really
maybe
fun.
2.
Maybe 2 of them.
Two of them.
Yeah, I think if we do it again, we're gonna have to do something like slow it down. Like time warp was a good idea.
Oh yeah.
Where you get chased by like a really slow kid.
I don't know. I heard make it faster, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, lots of fast kids. Challenge was to play with your feet, not make maps with your feet.
That's a banger comment.
The link to DLC 8 week 2 experience.
A fun challenge, a fun map released on Atlas this week that everybody definitely grinded.
Yeah.
Meh on the maps. Relatively more serious comment. We have a preview of some ASCII art. Atrocious maps. All maps suck. Clearly shitpost maps. Pacifist is just not it. IMO.
That is insane ASCII art.
Oh,
that ASCII. What the?
Oh, that's a Dill comment.
You think?
have
Single
no
map.
idea.
Love the single map played this week.
I wasn't listening, but I didn't even fill out the form, so.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the comment was, it wasn't me.
Yeah, Dill would have used his words.
Shoutouts to the lag fix for Steve. Yeah. By the
Oh,
way,
yeah, that was good.
you guys can update your Dust mod to the dev version if you feel like continuing to play Don't Hurt Steve, and it'll fix some of the lag. Might be a little late for that, but hey, it's available now. But yeah, always a pleasure to see how people react to Pacifist. Now that we've done it twice. Quite a blast from the past. Well, let's look ahead to the future. Alright, how do I want to introduce this? Well, that's week 2. I'm gonna post some recap related stuff in the near future because the stream's almost over. And I'll try to raid someone soon. But I do want to tease a couple things about week 3 first, including I'm announcing something about the bounty right now. So the week 3 bounty will be a little bit different than the previous 2 bounties. The main part of the bounty will be a relay race. It'll be an SS All DLC 8, and the All has a little bit of an asterisk here. So there are 12 levels in DLC 8. So you will be responsible for assessing 11 of the levels, and you can any % worth is handsome. Because I don't feel like putting that in the SS All.
Oh my god.
Now, there's a little bit of depth to this. This is a team relay race. You must have 1 person per character. So 4 people must do the relay race. 1 for man, 1 for girl, 1 for kid, 1 for worth. The bounty will be the total amount of time. That's one of the parts of the bounty. The total amount of time across all 4 characters total. Each one of you has to assess the 11 levels plus beat Worth is Handsome. And you got to do it in the Nexus. And then another part of the bounty is just the best segment. So whoever has the best individual segment for their character You know, it doesn't matter what character. So, you know, let's say Ucky's got like a whatever good time as a man. It just happens to be the best time. Maybe Camel decided to play Worth as the second best time. So Ucky's first, Camel second. That's how the main part of the bounty is going to work. I'm announcing it now so you can think about it a little bit more in advance. This also means you can practice a little bit on the past levels if you really want in these next 2 days. This is also part of the prediction. On the predictions, I have a question about who you think will win this relay race. Obviously the week 3 maps are not out yet, so this does actually mean that we may not use the bounty VC and the peanut gallery, because some people may not want to you know, show what they're doing on week 3 maps. After all, I'm telling them to do a relay on all of the DLC maps, and a third of that is week 3. So we may not have the same kind of you know, peanut gallery experience this time, because some teams may choose not to do it publicly. I will give teams that option if they want to do it in their channel or if they want to do it publicly. The bounty does also have a third mystery little component. Just think something kind of like Sour Please, where it's its own thing. There's just going to be an additional bounty on top of that. So similar to Sour Please, where it's just like the first person to do something, we're going to have another, you know, another little bonus part of the bounty too. I also recommend, some people may want to do this later in the week rather than earlier. So I'm not going to be surprised if more people want to do it on Saturday, which gives them more time to practice the levels. They probably don't want to do the relay on Tuesday, because that's the day that week 3 comes out. It's a little unreasonable to have a good time on the week 3. But this is the kind of thing that you'll probably need to practice a little for. You know, just familiarize yourself. Each person that's doing it gets a character. Those people have to do all of the 12 levels. So that's how that's gonna work. I'm saying it now because you have to be a little prepared for it this time. And I'll talk with each of you in your team channels about how it will be scheduled. But it shouldn't be that long. It's only 12 levels. You've seen that all of the levels are pretty short. So it should be a pretty fast relay. Good luck with all of that replay, or the relay stuff. Here's a preview of the... What's that?
Well, I just... So to be clear, every character is doing all 12 levels? Or?
Yep.
Okay, yep. Yeah, cool.
Yep, so I do require 4 players. And you all do have to do it together. You can't just be like, I made a VOD of my best ever attempt. No, you gotta do it live. There's gonna be some tension because you only get one shot.
Yeah.
Here's a preview of the week 3 predictions. First, you'll have to select your team. I need to make this one required. When DLC 8 is over, in which team chat will I have sent the most messages? I have not checked yet. I do not know the answer to this. How many apples will be eaten on stream by DLC players during week 3? Video proof required. That means, you know,
Let's fucking
stream.
go.
I hear a rumor that some people are planning to buy a few apples, at least.
Let me start a rumor. I'm stockpiling.
They're already in my fridge.
Yep. That's gonna start on Tuesday, by the way, so you know, during week 3 means when the maps come out. How many total players will have played at least one DLC 8 map by the end of DLC 8? This includes people that are not on teams. You know, how many active players are there in Dustforce right now is basically the question. How many people are playing recent maps? How many total props are there in all week 3 maps? I don't know. Still a little time to manipulate that, you could say, but don't get too weird about it. Total cumulative callouts when DLC 8 is over. similar to the total chat messages one, but callouts this time. We'll see how active the challenges are week 3. And then predict the top 3 teams with the best total times on the team relay, the main bounty. That means all 4 characters added together. And those are the questions on the predictions form. I'm gonna edit this a tiny bit and then I will send out this stuff soon enough. But you guys have a little bit of prep to do on your own. We'll have some week 3 maps in a couple days. You guys have a relay to prepare for and schedule, but you do have a break right now. If we look at the overall leaderboard, Carpal Tunnel in the lead by 6 points over Simon S. Handsome. Make-A-Wish keeping it close too. And some other teams around 100 points. Definitely within striking distance. We'll have 3 different bounties being scored. 2 of them are part of the relay. One is a bonus one. And then we'll have the 2 predictions. There's the week 3 and the overall predictions. And challenges are always worth a lot, so those can always go any direction. But so far, Carpal Tunnel has been dominating the challenges. Good luck for one more week. That's all we have left in DLC. The relay is in the Nexus. I would never do a relay in a tome.
Yeah, that's a little silly.
Awesome event so far, everybody. Fun stuff.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
GG's, everybody.
Yeah, very fun so far.
RIP Peanut Gallery, you will be missed.
Yeah.
Nexus routing with 12 levels. Oh my god. All the doors are just right there in a row. Alright, who are we rating at the end here? Nice. I think that's just MSG 555, right? Or is it different? Alright, go say hi to MSG. He's done a lot for our community. We wouldn't be here without him.